Once upon a time, there lived a woman called Mama Chisom, popularly known as Madam Delicious Party Jollof. She sells only jollof rice. Every morning, she will arrive her shade with a steaming pot of her usual party jollof. Her food smells very nice and also tastes delicious. There are so many other people selling around her, but people always flock around her because they said her food is the most delicious food around. Her food was always fresh and delicious, but there was something strange about Mama Chisom's party jollof. Despite being in a crowded place where there are so many food vendors around her, but her customer base was unlike any other. People come from far and wide to buy her food, and the surprising part of it is that they are willing to follow the queue. The queue sometimes will be so long that it will affect the traffic. No one could figure out why her food was so irresistible. Other vendors tried to learn her secrets. Some stopped selling other types of food except party jollof. Others tried to upgrade their cooking, while some speculated that she has mysterious powers and that she was using charms. Some others think she is just a good cook and that people are just jealous of her. The reason for all these gossips was that she was just like other food vendors around, struggling to make sales and still did not make enough customers, no matter how hard she worked. And the constant struggle made her exhausted. There was a man called Babatunde. He is a herbalist that lives in a nearby town, and he is known for his mysterious ways and ancient remedies to all illness and other things. And so Mama Chisom heard of him from a gossip in the market, and so she went there for him to boost her sales in the market. She explained her struggles and all she is going through in the market. I need customers. I want people to buy from me. I want them to flock around me and buy my food. And I have heard so much about you. Can you help me, please? And so the herbalist listened carefully to all that she said. And then he said, I will help you. All you need is a positive energy. I can help you, he said. But can you pay the price? He asked. Yes, of course, I can. That's the reason I'm here. So I can do anything, she said. And so the man said, there is this ritual that I will do that will ensure the growth of your business. And it will require sacrifice in order to draw people to you, he said. You will need to use your monthly flow to cook, and you will sell only party jollof, and you will use your monthly flow to cook the food. I will give you something that you will add to the blood to make it abundant till the next circle, and your food will attract people like never before. And the condition for this is that you will do it in secret. You should not allow anybody see you anytime you are extracting the blood from the pad. She was so desperate to make sales, and so she accepted, paid a huge sum of money, and collected the charm. And so the old man said to her, after she collected the charm, that once this charm finishes, if you want to come and collect another charm, you come with a white chicken with black wings, he said, and make sure you abide by the rules or all will be lost, he said. And so Mama Chisholm's business began to blow, her customers flocking around. The news of her delicious party jollof spread everywhere. That made her attract more customers. The flavor of her food was something else. People love and enjoys her food. She followed the herbalist's instructions carefully. After her monthly flow, she will wash her monthly flow inside a basin of small water. But once she add the substance the herbalist gave her, the monthly flow will multiply and fill the basin. Then she will store it and be using it bit by bit till the next flow. Anytime she wash her monthly flow, she is irritated by it. But if she remember how people flock around her, she will smile to herself. Her line of customers growing by the day. Some wouldn't mind to help her wash their plates because the workload is too much for her. It even got to the extent that some customer will wait for others to finish eating so they can use their plates. Other food sellers were tired of what is going on. Their business has crumbled. Even the little customer they had has left them to patronize Mama Chisom. Whispers and gossips began to spread amongst them as they stared at Mama Chisom's endless lines of customers. What is it that she is cooking that we are not cooking? Her food can't be that special or different from ours, one of the vendors said. So one day, all the food vendors had a meeting. They are not happy with what was going on. She has taken all our customers, one vendor said. We are barely making enough to feed ourselves and our family. We need to do something, another vendor said. We cannot just fold our hands and let her destroy our livelihood. Meanwhile, Mama Chisom is not aware of what was going on amongst the food vendors. Every morning, she will fetch the water from the place she had stored the water given to her and use it to cook, ensuring nobody ever sees her. Amongst the food vendors was a woman called Mama Alice. She was fed up of what Mama Chisom was doing. She no longer makes sales, and so she decided to watch Mama Chisom closely and all her every move. She was determined to discover whatever Mama Chisom did to give her all these customers. And so one morning, when Mama Chisom was preparing for another day, she was cooking as usual. Mama Alice came to her house very early in the morning to see what Mama Chisom was doing differently to attract so much customers. And she saw her extracting the blood from her menstrual pad inside a basin, and then she added a substance that multiplied the blood. She was surprised and shocked, and then she saw her store some of the blood inside a container and use some to cook. Mama Alice was so shocked. She have heard stories of such, but never believed it to be real. Seeing it with her own eyes, she felt a mix of fear and anger. How could Mama Chisom do something like this? She said. The next day, Mama Alice told all the market people what she had seen. The women were surprised. They didn't believe her, but they confronted Mama Chisom. Mama Chisom was surprised in her mind, and she wondered how Mama Alice saw her. They told her to eat her food to prove her innocence. of which she did. Nothing happened. The people looked at Mama Alice and said she was jealous of her, and then she said they should follow her to Mama Chisholm's house. She will show them where she kept the remaining blood she stored. They doubted her, but she pleaded, and so they followed her. Once they get to Mama Chisholm's house, she went to where Mama Chisom stored the blood, and then she showed them. Everybody was shocked, but still were not convinced, and so they took the blood and said, "Let's see what will happen tomorrow at the market." Mama Chisom couldn't sleep that night. She couldn't go to the native doctor because she hasn't exhausted the blood, and the powder that was given to her hasn't finished yet. And so she said she will cook, and she is sure her customers will recognize her. And so the next day she cooked and went to the market. Nobody came to her stall to buy food, and so the market people shout in shock. "So you have been selling cursed food to us?" Mama Chisom cried and begged for their forgiveness, that it was the work of the devil. Everybody was looking at her in shock. Immediately, she began to shout, "They want to kill me! They want to kill me! They are after me!" She started shouting and running. Before anyone could stop her, Mama Chisom ran into the road shouting, "They want to kill me! Please help me!" She was running so fast. As she was running, she ran into a moving bus. Passengers inside screaming. Mama Chisom was lying lifeless in the middle of the road. Some people said it was the charm that killed her. After Mama Chisom's death, the people in the community became more careful.